visit to the Dollar Tree for January 2021. Hello, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home. It's so good to be here with you today. I hope all is well with you, and I want to share with you my trip to the Dollar Tree. Yes, I went and I had a wonderful Dollar Tree haul. You know, I had to do some other things, and I decided let me just drop on by the Dollar Tree and see if any of the gardening supplies have come in from my area. And I was greatly surprised, pleasantly surprised to find these different items there at the Dollar Tree. This is the time to start gathering and pulling together the things that you want now for the time later on in the spring, because when springtime comes, all of that will be gone. I encourage you to go on out there and visit your Dollar Tree and also get started. Start collecting the items that you want to have in your garden. Visit me here at Catherine's Garden and Home, and if you like what you see, please subscribe. Leave a comment also, and like the video. That helps me and encourages me to keep on going. A thank you to all of those that have left comments and let me know that they appreciate my efforts in producing these videos. I really do appreciate it. Yes, I do. It's a lot of fun, but it's great when others appreciate what you do as well. This is just part one of this one. I also have a part two. At first I was going to combine it together, but I want to give this Dollar Tree entry its own special time. So look forward to tomorrow when we will be sharing part two of my hauls. The garden supplies are in at the Dollar Tree. They have the supplies in, and I'm going to get some more of the gloves. So these tabs are really good. So let me get these. is the next time you come, it's not there. It's probably going to be gone. So I'm glad that I've been able to get a couple of these things. You know, at this time of the year, in January, we all start to scout out the Dollar Tree to see what they have available. Well, I went to the Dollar Tree, and right there in front of me was a selection of gardening supplies. And I was just so excited to start collecting things for the garden, because before you know it, we will be in March. And so we've got to start thinking about designing the garden, cleaning up the garden, putting things together, and how we want it to go. Now that I am gathering different things for the garden, I decided to put it in this container here, and that way I can keep everything organized, and I would kind of know what are the new things that I have and what are the things that I've had before, and I'll just be able to see everything clearly. So let me take them out and put them here. So as I go along, I'm going to take them out of the bag and place them on the counter here. But first, before I do that, let me show you. I was able to get these planters at the Dollar Tree, and I think their depth is pretty good. They don't have the holes at the bottom, but they have places where you can puncture it and use it as a pot as well. Or I can put a pot in it and just have this like a saucer. And I love the colors here because it reminds me of the colors of the teacups that I had in the garden before, in my tea garden, or would-be tea garden. I got 2 of every color because I felt that it would add some color to the garden. And the thing about these pots, that they're just deep enough, I think, to hold new fresh seedlings, and that it will bellow out, or fill up the pot by the end of the season. I think that it's going to look very pretty too, because it will draw our eye over to that area, and it will give color in that section. You also have to remember that a lot of the herbs are not very colorful plants. They have color, but sometimes it's like muted or not really, the flower is really insignificant. So it is important to have some color in the garden with these pots, and that's what these pots are going to offer the garden. So I just have to decide, am I going to use it as a planter or use it as a pot? And I have options because there are holes in the bottom there, or can be holes made in the bottom so that it can have drainage. So that was one of the items one set of items that I bought from the Dollar Tree. And I got 8 of them. And then also they have, I think, which is fantastic, these trellises. Tomato trellises, and I'm thinking of it not just for tomatoes, but also for any of my plants that are going to be growing up and need supports. More so for supports for the plants in the garden. For example, dill might need some support, or if I have the basil might need some support. Anything that might need support, I'm thinking that this would just look really good. And the fact that it's green, it means that it will blend in and not be obtrusive. It will blend in with the plants and not stick out like a sore thumb. So I got 3 of them, and I'm planning on picking up some more if they're still there. I picked up 2 gloves because I needed to add or refresh my gloves. I like this style of gloves more so than the cloth because it offers this plastic backing here. And when I am dealing with water or muddy dirt, that I don't have to feel it or get my hands wet. And It may come on this back side, but then they're really easy to clean. So I like this type of glove. And they had this in the gardeners section, this green one. But then I got this one in the work detail section. And so I decided to pick it up. The other thing is, the reason why I got these two colors is because they stand out. Especially the orange. I'll be able to find the gloves in the garden if I were to take off the gloves. The green, because it's so chartreuse, I will be able to see it too, but definitely the orange one. So that's one. I also picked up this twist tie with cutter. And I found that last year I didn't have enough. I had gotten some of their other kind of twist ties, but it wasn't enough. And this is really good because it's the twist tie with the cutter. And to be able to tie it up to a stake or a twig or whatever, the twist tie is so important. So I picked up two of them this time because I really didn't want to be without. I got two of them this time because I really didn't want to be without twist ties. The other thing that I felt was very important was plant labels. That was something that I did not have enough of. And with this new garden, I want to make sure that I'm able to identify where I've planted the seeds and also identify the plants. So I got 2 packs of these plant labels, which is really, really convenient because of the fact that and they actually show you here. If you can see that, it says rosemary. Do you see that? And oregano. It really looks good, and also it is very neat. And you can use a black Sharpie, which works very effectively to mark the herbs and the seeds. I love zinnias. I love zinnias in the garden, and I love the small dainty ones. I love the big ones as well, but I found that I like this seed box zinnias because I'm able to scatter it in different parts of the garden. Last year it filled the front. I was able to transplant some of the zinnias to other parts of the garden, and it was just a really good thing. So this year, instead of just having 1 or 2 boxes, I picked up 5 boxes of zinnias. They did have marigolds. Hopefully the next time I go there, they'll have marigolds as well. I also got some seed starting potting mix. And I picked up 3 bags so that when the seeds come in the seed packs, that I will have the seed potting mix in advance. And I like this seed potting mix because it's light, it's fluffy. And what I did in the past with the seed starting mix was that I blended it in with their other soil that they offer. And it kept the soil light and fluffy, especially for herbs that don't need heavy soil. The seed starting packet is going to be very, very useful. Well, if you like this video, then like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Have you already started gathering things together for your garden? And how are things going for you? Are you excited about this new gardening 2021 season? I feel a buzz in the air. I'm kind of sensing that people are excited about growing their own food and actually getting out there. And instead of being so caught up in the house, you know, we've kind of been quarantined and snuggled up, plus the weather's not helping much. But when springtime comes, we'll be able to get outside, get into the garden, and really get our hands in the dirt. Yes, that's right. Get our hands in the dirt and get things going. Down below. Have you already started to gather your things together for your garden? And what does it look like? And are you excited about this new gardening season to come? And I am. I'm just excited because I'm also thinking of my tea garden and what I want to put in the tea garden, but also all of the other parts of the garden, like the vegetable patch and the flower garden and my urban cottage garden area, and the different borders that I have in the garden. It really is an exciting time because as you look out on the landscape, you can see the different parts of the garden, and it kind of gives you an idea. It's almost like a clean slate of what you want to design and put there. So, yeah, the hunt is on for things for the garden, and I started with the Dollar Tree. So if you like this video, then like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. What are some of the things that you have been gathering for your garden? And are you excited about the new gardening season for 2021? And if so, leave a comment down below. And if you have not subscribed to Catherine's Garden and Home, now is the time to subscribe to Catherine's Garden and Home and be a part of this channel and this journey that I am on. And let's share our time together. And so make sure you hit that subscribe button, and also you have to hit the notification bell so that you won't miss any videos coming up and out from this channel, because they will be picking up, the pace will be picking up as we go along into the season. So stay connected, stay blessed, and see you next time right here in Catherine's Garden and Home. Thank you so much. Bye. It was a good one, and more to come. Oh, by the way, this is part 1, and then there's something else that's special that I want to share with you, a part 2 that's coming along. So look out for the next or the additional part, because there's something special that I want to share with you in the next video. All right, I'm gonna go now. Bye. For more videos, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time right here in Catherine's Garden. Bye.